and gentlemen, Rostermania does continue on, and also we've got some stats to cover as well, and also some clarifications as to what's going down inside of the ALGS scene. A lot of people have been asking about qualification spots and champs as well, so a little bit of a dive into what's going on in the scene right now. First, I wanted to make mention of the weapon meta in the ALGS Year 4 Split 1. Lots of people using the Havoc this go around. Of course, we've been seeing a lot of Hemlock anyways, but the Hemlock was in second with the second most kills. The Volt was in third, so 2 energy weapons inside of the top 3. 3 energy weapons inside of the top 4. The Nemesis was 4th and the Prowler in 5th. Looks like the 3030 has taken a seat back, honestly, but it did still have a good bit of damage. You could see the difference. It had like more damage than the 2 guns above it. So 3030 still outputting a lot of damage. However, on the flip side of things, it looks like the Havoc and Volt Nemesis are really some of the top weapons right now, along with the Hemlock as well. Also, a lot of people have been asking about the brand new map of Broken Moon. People are wanting to see scrims on it. We even had Vayne come out to say, take World's Edge out and put Broken Moon in. Now, this sucks because on one hand, you know, it's been around for a while. We love World's Edge to some degree, but I think a lot of people are getting sick and tired of it. They're starting to hate the map now as well. So, and also people are asking, look, is Broken Moon really that good? And I think that the pros are wanting a change, and I think that they want to see something new. And on the flip side, you've got too many people talking about how good Broken Moon is now since the update. Snipedown also saying whoever is in charge of the Broken Moon changes absolutely crushed it. And a lot of people in general have been saying that the map actually feels a lot better. And then on the flip side, you've got Alter. Imperial How come out to say that Alter feels like a pub character to me, but not a comp character. I don't care about solos. Broken Moon update is amazing. Havoc should have been nerfed. Wingman still needs a nerf too. And Legend meta doesn't change, I think. But I think Newcastle may potentially be sneaking his way in. But Alter also, I think a specific niche type, you know, style of gameplay could really allow Alter to thrive. You know, the same way Wraith isn't meta, but, you know, design still makes it work. So I would really be interested to see if someone does pull that off for someone like Alter. Then we've got to make mention of some of the Rostermania decisions. So we saw over on the competitive Apex Reddit yesterday, a lot of people have been talking about a rumor of Space Station roster leak. Now, this was basically Koi looking at this spot, SSG, Zainu, Koi, and Phony. So obviously this would be Frex if this was going to be stepping away. Then you had a comment as well saying it sounds like Koi is picking between a couple of rosters, including SSG. Hal had said that Koi asked him for his opinion on which team to go to. And so it's pretty wild to think about all of this. Of course, Koi going to SSG, I think, would be an upgrade. As much as I do like to see Frex play, a lot of people were saying, you know, imagine Phony actually dropping Frex. It would be crazy to say the least. But I think that Frex, or I think that Zainu, Koi, and Phony might actually be one of the best roster changes, in my opinion. I do think it's a step up. I think it's a big upgrade. And I think SSG would be a big threat to handle. Now, another rumor that has been going around, and I know you're not going to believe it, and I saw a lot of the comments, and we'll hash out those comments that you guys left in my last video about me reaching for roster changes and such. And I'm not going to say, you know, of course, I got a lot of people saying, hey, don't say anything, but here's what's going on. And of course, that all could be true. Someone could just be blowing up my ear. I don't know. But SSG isn't only looking at Koi. There's been a lot of rumors out there that maybe another good controller player might be coming on the market, maybe from TSM, who knows, and that guy might be going to SSG. And by the way, it wouldn't be Imperial Howl, so put 2 and 2 together. Then Taxington also came out. LFT for Split 2 made land once again, and I'll do it again. Then you've got Imperial How coming out with his I said this yesterday, cryptic tweet about what's going on. And a lot of people are saying, are they just baiting? Is it real? What's going on? Look, at the end of the day, let's just be honest here. All of this, 100% of this could be bait. It could all be lies. The DMs that I've got could all be lies. Everybody thinks they know what's going on, and of course, it might be right. On the other hand, they could be screwing with every single one of us, and I know it sounds hard to believe, but there's a lot of people saying that TSM specifically wants their League of Legends spot back. And while Imperial How is a massive content creator for Apex, League of Legends is on a whole different level than Apex. And so they want to get back involved in that and maybe forsake Apex on the side. We've already seen that the partnership program obviously isn't enough to keep people around. So maybe they're right, or maybe they're wrong. Who knows? But we've been seeing a lot of this Chicago Bulls and Miami Heat dynasty pictures being shown all over the place. And Hal put this out 2 hours ago. And people are asking, what does this mean? The basic consensus is that it would be 2 Hall of Famers teaming up with a GOAT. So a lot of people are looking for Imperial How, maybe going to Dark Zero. Of course, look, I know it sounds too good, not even too good. It sounds too bad to be true. It sounds like it's not even possible. So look, take it with a grain of salt, if you will. I'm just giving you what's going on in the community, what people are talking about. And a lot of people are saying that they think that these cryptic tweets are referring to How potentially playing with Dark Zero. Now, where would that put everything else? Of course, it would just, number one, be sleeping with the enemy. Who's going to be the CEO? Who's going to be the IGL, right? It would seem like How would have to switch to being a fragger. It would just make everything change too much to where it almost wouldn't even make sense. Like if that roster change actually happens, it's hard to believe these rumors or whatever, because it just doesn't make any sense. And that's why a lot of people, of course, think they're baiting at the end of this. And of course, this was from Zero just a couple of days ago. So very excited to see how it all goes down. But I think one of the bigger excitements, and hopefully this one's not bait, was Yuki. Now, Yuki came out loading his gun up and saying, all right, maybe this guy gets back in. And I cannot tell you how excited I would be. Of course, at the end of the day, so many people have been baiting. It's hard to determine. But Yuki getting back involved in the ALGS would probably be one of the my most excited points for this upcoming split. I want to see Yuki back. I love watching that guy play. So much history there. And honestly, I know that TSM Dark Zero rivalry exists, but I think that having some kind of major mix-up like that would be something interesting to watch, especially when rosters split up. And if you have this old family that you all love to watch, and right, let's say Verhulst does go to a different team. If that happens, I think a lot of people are going to root for Verhulst, right? You're going to want to see some underdog pull something off like that. Now, it was not just there. Oxygen's own Reedz came out to say he was looking for a team for ALGS and all future tournaments. Now, this was not a 100% departure from Oxygen, just basically saying he's weighing out his options. He's exploring what's going on. This is the same concept as Raven as well. Raven is not necessarily leaving, just basically saying the contract was expired. He's going to weigh out his options. So he'll see what comes about later down the road. So we'll see where all of this stuff goes. Reedz is not definitely leaving Oxygen quite yet. We don't know what's going to happen. It's just looking for what their options are. Zera also came out, of course, with FaZe and maybe finding a spot to work his way into Pro League, or if he gets a spot landing on a Pro League team, then I think that's his ideal scenario. But very strong fighting sense. A little reminder that he's LFT for Split 2, strong support player, strong in MK, have never retired and come back, and not afraid to give ideas and inputs as well. Honestly, he said he's open up for coaching as well, so we'll see how that goes. Also, Void, another Pro League player that parted ways with Eternal EC in the middle of the season, is also potentially looking for a team, or looking for one with his teammate as well. So interested to see where that one falls. And then I think one of the biggest things that many people are excited to see come back, Realm is coming back, it seems, May the 20th. We already knew they were coming back. We didn't know when. They said it was after ALGS Split 1. They just put out on their Twitter yesterday, May 20th. So hopefully this is the return date, and I cannot wait to see this, because of course it's more ALGS content, it's more Apex competitive content, I should say, and people are going to be able to get more involved, and competition overall is going to be skyrocketing. I mean, we've got Oversight Pro Series, we've got all kind of tournaments for Apex that they're putting on, invitationals, Nokia tournaments and stuff, and I just like how much people are investing into the scene right now. It gives us a lot more things to watch. Now, I do wish things were marketed a little bit more, and honestly, I think that the viewership we get for ALGS could nearly be got for some other things as well. Maybe we could post lands for some of this stuff sometimes. I don't know, but interested to see what you guys have to say about all the topics down in the comment section below. What is your take on the roster situation going down? Do you guys think that they're all baiting? Is it all just completely lies? Or do you think that there is some truth in some of the jest? Let me know down below. And until the next time, we'll see you all later, Gators.